you have the mindset that there's always going to be someone better. You do not sit in a relationship feeling like if you leave this person, if you leave this relationship, are you going to find something better? You will find something better. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back. My name is Jennifer Timothy and this is my YouTube channel. Guys, if you've been with me from the beginning of this series until now, this is officially the last episode of the Build to Be Soft series, and I'm so excited because this is the one everyone has been waiting for. This is the episode where I share and talk about how to hold your feminine energy in dating and in relationships. But if you haven't seen the previous episode, please pause the video right here and go back to watch those videos, because everything I'm going to say today literally builds on what we've already established with the previous episodes. And I just want to say that this is not a how to get a man, how to be feminine so that you would attract men type of thing. No, this is what true and genuine femininity looks like in a relationship. And without wasting any more time, let's get into the gist of I have about 6 key points for this video. But before I get into that, I would like to share 3 things I want you to sit with. These are things that you need to, genuinely know for yourself and answer for yourself before actually getting into a relationship. And the first one is understanding that once you have tapped into that feminine energy, once you master your feminine energy, you are then now going to attract masculine men. But I wouldn't sit down here and tell you that, oh, it's only masculine men that will be coming your way. No, you will still have the weirdos, you still have the, I don't know how to even describe them. You still have the other ones coming in as well, because that's just how life is. But because you have already established what you want from a partner, then you can now be able to filter the masculine men. Because I'm not saying that all masculine men are even healthy for relationships. There are some that have this toxic masculinity that they carry on their head. Not those kind of men. The ones that I'm talking about are the ones that every feminine woman would want to have beside her. I need you to actually write down the things you want from a partner. I know how many of you know Demilade. She was trending on the internet one time when she posted her list of things she wanted in a partner, and I think it was over 50, and people just started dragging her that, oh, where is she going to find this kind of man? I think she posted that video in 2024. I'm not sure. And now in 2026, she's engaged to that man, and she says that that man, that person she's engaged to, I think he has like about 48 things on her list, and even has more things that she did not even think to write in that her list. Do not let anybody and society tell you that good men are not out there. There are so many good men. Wire your brain to say that, okay, if they are good men, then definitely I would attract good men. Definitely I would find my own good man. You just need to have that mentality and that mindset. Last thing that I would like to establish is you need to understand that a relationship would not fix the areas in which you are lacking, right? Instead, it is just going to heighten those traits. This is something that I struggle with, and you now feel like when you get into a relationship, that relationship is just going to solve everything. No, my dear. Instead, it is going to heighten it. It is going to highlight those flaws that you have. And it is now then you now begin to deal with it when you can deal with it now. Another thing on this point is having hobbies, having a life of your own, and don't just be an anyhow person. Feel like a relationship is going to heal you, make you happy. You should have the things that you do that makes you happy on your own. You should be able to live by yourself, and that is why you see people jump from one relationship to another. You see people just leave a relationship today, the next day they're already looking for another relationship to enter, because they are not used to being by themselves, don't know how to just be single. If you're single, you need to maximize this phase to spend quality time with yourself, know the things that you enjoy doing on your own, be a very grounded person, so that when you now get into the relationship, the person, your partner, is not going to be your all in all. If this person has not texted me today, you're going to faint because you've not. No, because you have a life on your of your own. I say this all the time, and it might not be very healthy. I say that anybody that comes into my life and wants to live can live, because before you came into my life, I was already fine. I was doing very fine. And when you leave, I will continue to be fine. Guys, now that we have established the ground rule, I want to share with you 6 key points that feminine women do in relationships. And the first one on my list is mastering the art of receiving as a feminine woman. A lot of time, people think that there needs to be a reason, an explanation, or you need to give back when somebody gives you something, when somebody does something nice for you. You don't just understand that because you're existing you deserve nice things. You need to change that mindset. You need to come to the place of, okay, I'm worthy of receiving these things. And this is what receiving looks like in real life. When somebody comes up to you and compliments you, oh, I like your hair, I like your makeup, you just gracefully say thank you. You don't now start over explaining and say, oh, you like this makeup, and I was rushing, I did not even blend it well. No, you just say thank you. When somebody does something nice to you, same thing, just say thank you and understand that you deserve nice things. And it took me a while to understand that I don't have to repay all the nice gestures people do for me, right? So then I used to be like, oh, okay, this person has done this nice thing for me, what can I do in return? No, you don't have to repay a nice gesture that was done to you. All you have to do is show that you're appreciative of what the person has done and keep it moving. Because now I understand that I'm very, very much worthy of receiving nice things. Anytime someone does something nice to me, I don't question it. I don't attach any further meaning to it. You need to stop acting shocked like, me, someone did that. It's almost like you're telling the universe and God that you are not worthy of someone doing nice things for you. If someone is trying to help you open the door or carry stuff for you, you're just going to be like, oh, thank you so much, I can do it on my own. Did I tell you that I cannot do it? No, you don't have to try to prove a point every time that you can do things. I can open the door for myself, but every time someone offers to open the door for me, I don't shut it down. I just say thank you gracefully. And yeah, as a feminine woman, it is not your job to set the tone for a relationship. I feed off of people's energy. You're coming to me, you're not serious. I'm going to show you that I can be very unserious, really. I've done this so much that sometimes it's not even now intentional. Oh, you're trying to talk to me and you're not being consistent. I'm even going to forget. If you're consistent, I'm already forgetting, then you're now not being consistent. I've already forgotten about you. And that's just the truth. I cannot be the one chasing anybody. It is not my job. When I see things about like shooting your shot, when somebody asks me questions like that, can you ever shoot your shot? My response is always, I'd rather choose stone. Because for real, I'd rather choose stone. Yes, you can tag it as being proud, but I've just never been the one to understand why women would propose to a man. Ah, I'm sorry for the laugh. It's just so funny and I cannot wrap my head around it. And what I'm trying to say is not set the tone in a relationship, match that man's energy. Everybody knows what they're doing. If he's not coming correct, he doesn't want to come correct. If he's not trying, he doesn't want to try. He doesn't like you like that. But it is different when you see that this person is trying, but maybe out of experience they're not loving you or they're not treating you the way you want to be treated. Then you can now teach this person or show this person how you want to be treated. I see online people say, oh, I can never teach a man how to love me. To be honest, you need to filter the things that you're letting in your ears, because these people that are coming online to say those things are inside their houses crying on the bed for a man that is doing the barest minimum for them. So you need to understand that social media is not real life. You cannot be judging a real life situation or a situation that is unique to just you and the person you're dating in the moment, to saying, cannot teach a person how to love me. If he does not come correct, he can get out. But if you see that this person's intentions are genuine, what stops you from communicating how you want to be loved and treated? Nothing.
It's
And
just
then this leads me to the point where, to the third point, which is, as a feminine woman, you need to appreciate the effort of the person you are dating. Same social media, same internet will tell you that you do not need to appreciate a man for anything, especially the bare minimum. And when you look at the things they're tagging as bare minimum, you're like, okay, almost as if everything a man does is now the bare minimum. Everybody has the things that would make them tick, right? So it is not anything set in stone for anyone. You need to understand yourself and the person you're with. Right, it is a different case if this person is not trying at all, but you see that he wants to be better for you. You're now saying that, oh, you're not going to be grateful for the little things that he's even doing. You need to be very, very appreciative. The little effort, if you correct something and you see that, oh, this person has changed, appreciate that man. Open your mouth and say thank you, because that's just the principle of gratitude. If you appreciate the little things, the bigger ones would come. And you need to actually be appreciative genuinely from your heart. Learn to say thank you, even if it's as little as being consistent. They're checking in every day, they're texting every day, they're calling you every day. People will say, that's the bare minimum. Am I the one? Mm-mm. Say thank you. Let him know that you see and you appreciate the effort that he's putting into whatever you guys are building together, right? My number next point, because I don't know the number we're on, learn to be present and reciprocal. This one, a lot of women are just very passive in relationships and talking stages, but it is not an attribute that should be associated with feminine woman. As a feminine woman, you need to be very present in whatever you guys are trying to grow, and you need to reciprocate. You need to pay attention to the little things, not just the little things that he does for you, but who he is. You need to reciprocate when someone does something nice for you. I'm not saying you should now do the exact same thing, but find ways in which you can do something nice for them as well. It's never a one-way street. You need to show that, okay, investing physically, physically qua. Investing emotionally, with your time, with your resources, everything. You need to show that you actually want to be here. You also need to compliment him. If your man is looking nice, please tell him that he looks nice. If he smells good, tell him that he smells good. It's not going to remove one hair from your head. It's not going to make you less beautiful. You need to show that you see him. The little things you think do not matter actually go a long way, and they matter a lot. Men are not very expressive when it comes to what they want from you or from their partners. You just need to understand who you're with. And my next point would be, do not commit without clarity. This is a very, very non-negotiable point, because you cannot commit to a man who has not clearly told you his intentions and what he wants from you. I would always say this: I'm someone that people just do nice things for me. It's just how God created me, or it's just how I am. And because you're now doing nice things for me, you now expect that we're in a relationship. How? Why? No. We need to have the communication. You need to spell it out. I want a situationship out of this. I want a relationship out of this. I want to marry you. All of these things you need to know, and you guys need to be on the same page, because sometimes you'll be thinking that, this is your man, no, but they are denying you. Carrying somebody on your head, they don't really send you like that. You need to have these conversations. I always say it all the time: do not commit to someone who has not made his point clear to you by actions and by words. So these two go hand in hand. You cannot just be talking yappy 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 yappy, oh, I like you, I want to marry you, and your actions are not aligning to your words. And you also cannot be doing the actions and expect that I assume and know what you want from this. You need to also understand that these men are very, very scary, very, very dangerous beings, because the things they are doing for you, you're feeling special, you're feeling like you're the number one. Who knows? They might be doing it for five other women, right? But if I'm being very for real, ambiguity is not romantic, it's just clearly lack of decision. and everybody deserves to be with someone that is sure about them, that isn't still second guessing. Do I want to be with this person? Do I not want to be with this person? You, as the lady, you're not feeling like, does this person really want to be with me, or are they just settling for me because there's nothing else available? You also do not want to be settled for. You are a babe. Know your worth and do not settle for less. Do not settle for someone that is making you feel like you're being settled for. And that is why, while vetting the people that I'm talking to in a relationship, I have my pros and cons list for everybody moves to me to say, Ajenfa, I like you. That I feel like, okay, this person has sense and I'm actually enjoying engaging with them. I have a pros and cons list though. On that list, everything you're doing great and everything that is not sitting right with me is there. It is now left for me to now look at the cons and be like, long term, 2 years, 5 years from now, can I deal with these cons? Is it something I can live with for the rest of my life? You need to actually be very intentional about your dating life, your relationships, because, like it or not, the person that you call your partner is going to affect you emotionally, is going to affect you physically, is going to affect your overall mental health. So you cannot just be allowing just anybody. Choose and pick your battles. Do all of these things in the talking stage relationships, and yeah, everybody's going to be fine at the end of the day. Last but not the least is feminine women are never scared to walk away, because you know who you are, you understand your worth, you know your values, and you have the mindset that there's always going to be someone better. You do not sit in a relationship feeling like, if you leave this person, if you leave this relationship, are you going to find something better? You will find something better. If the person you're with now has 7 things out of 10 things on your list, I guarantee you that you are going to find someone that is 10 over 10 on that list. It is too certain for me. So I need you to stop putting yourself in that box and feeling like, oh, there's nothing better out there. There are good men out there. I don't like stress. I'm a very simple babe. I'll tell you what I like. I'll tell you what you're doing that I don't like. And I'm going to just observe. If there are no changes, just pack my slippers like this and remove myself from that situation. I'm never afraid to walk away from anything. And I think that it is that way for me because I've been so single for so long that now trying or wanting to be in a relationship is me saying that I have to put in a lot of work. And if I'm going to put in a lot of work to make a relationship work, the person I'm doing all of that for should be worth it at the end of the day. Not take anything from today's video. I'm going to read this because I wrote it here. I want you to know that it is okay for you to rest in who you are, know what you want, keep working on yourself, master receiving, communicate clearly, appreciate the effort, stay present, wait for clarity, and never be afraid to walk away. That's basically the summary of today's video. I just want to say thank you to everyone that watched from episode 1 to now the final episode of this series, Built to be Soft. Yes, there are going to be more topics around femininity, definitely, because that is the core of who I am and what this channel is. I'm so grateful if you watched up to this point, and I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around. Do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next week Wednesday as usual. Bye, my loves. Mwah!